All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Man Dude channel. I'm going to go through the uploads that I made previously that have the fewest views and then re-upload them with my comments. I think the algorithm will pick it up and you'll get a look at it. So here we go.
All right, good morning. Committee of Pro's call to order today is Thursday, September 15th, 9:50 a.m. My name is Brennan Kelsey, be chair. Along with me is Mr. Alvin Roche, Ms. Pearl Wise, staff and support seat of the DOC headquarters in Baton Rouge. Our remote location is Washita Parish. With staff and support, please introduce yourself there.
Good morning, it's Deputy Marchand, Classification Officer, OCC.
All right. Ready for our first case? Please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
Michael Blanson, 86849.
Hi, Mr. Blanton. You heard the introduction. We're here for parole revocation hearing. Ask
Yes,
some
sir.
questions. You can respond. At the end, we make a statement. We'll take a vote. You're going to plead guilty, not guilty, guilty with a statement, or not guilty with a statement. You understand the?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And, do you have a parole revocation questionnaire in front of you?
Yes, sir.
That's your signature at the bottom?
Yes, sir.
All right. Michael Blanton, DOC number 86849. Number 4, you tested positive marijuana on 3/22/2022, 7/12/2022, and 8/2/2022. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay. You were referred to the day reporting center. Do you have not attended as ordered? How do you plead? Number 8. Well, let me. Okay. How do you plead to that?
I'm pleading not guilty because I have attended.
Wait. I'm just asking. So you say not
Okay.
guilty. You were referred to substance abuse treatment multiple times. You failed to submit to the program. How do you plead? How do you plead to that?
Not guilty.
You went to the substance abuse treatment program. All right, not guilty. All right, you are a registered sex offender and required to attend sex offender treatment. You did not attend therapy as instructed. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right.
A statement. What a statement.
But a statement. Special conditions 13. Sex offender, sexual violent predator, or child predator contract, sex offender treatment. Sex offender, sexual violent predator that is released on parole will, as per department policy, as the directions of the parole board, be referred to an approved sex offender treatment provider and must successfully complete the approved sex offender treatment program. You have not attended monthly sessions as ordered. You claim you are not a sex offender. Therefore, you refuse to attend sex offender treatment. How do you plead?
Not guilty with a statement.
Okay. Go ahead and give us some statements. Tell me something. Tell me what's happening.
Initially, I was never sentenced as a sex offender. The laws that were in effect at the time that I committed the offense that I committed, there were no sex offender laws. So I've never actually been sentenced as a sex offender. The last time I came before a board, they said that I had to be re-sentenced as a sex offender, which has never happened. And I honestly do regret, they say that you're never supposed to live to regret anything that you do. But that's one thing in my life that I do regret doing, and that is committing that particular offense back then when I was younger. But other than that, I have no problem with anything. They told me I have to register. I do that for the sake of if something was to take place in the area where I'm living, then I would be under that radar. However, I try to make my parole officer and them understand that my offense has nothing to do with a child or a female. The law that I was convicted under had nothing to do with a child or a female. There was no sex offender law in 1976 when I committed this offense. Other than that, I mean.
But you signed understanding the special conditions, did you not? Did you not sign that paper?
I signed. It was never read to me. I never really.
That's your responsibility to read that. You can read and write.
And you are so right about that. And I'm wrong for not. But I've been in so long. I signed it just to get out, just to be released. But it was simply my understanding at that time. It was just for the registration. That was my understanding at the time when I was signed. It was just for the registration.
You gotta follow, you gotta follow all the rules that you signed for, all the rules and registration, the regulations that you signed for. So I don't have any further questions. Mr. Roche?
Michael, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Michael, are you on parole supervision?
From what I understand, I'm still on parole supervision until 2025.
Okay. And a part of that parole supervision is a condition that you attend sex offender classes.
Okay.
Am I right?
Well, I'm the only reason I'm saying anything about that is because, again, I wasn't never sentenced to anything of that nature.
I'm not talking about the sentences. A condition of your supervision is that you attend sex offender classes. Is that correct?
I really can't. My memory, I can't really remember that. For a lick, I took over the head while in prison. But if so, then I'm guilty of it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
Yes, sir.
Make a quick, brief statement. Yes, sir.
Okay. I've come to 65 years of my life. I've kind of new perspective now because all of my life has been in prison. It's been doing this. But I have 5 grandkids, great grandkids that have given me a new perspective on doing anything. And since I've been spending time with them, and one of them is a kid, one of them is a boy. I'm a registered boxer. That's something that I want to do with him. I didn't have what I'm trying to give them what I didn't have. And that's a good, strong figure in their life. My daughter, she was 7 months old when I went to prison, just beginning to say, Dad, Dad. She told me when I came out of prison, she said, Daddy, no disrespect, but I don't need you. They need you. And so this is where I've been spending a lot of my time, doing what I can do to bring up my grandkids. I'm not trying to spend the rest of my life in prison.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Pam, prepared to vote?
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. I mean, like I said, you got to follow the rules and regulations. That it's very specific. It's very laid out. Today, I vote to revoke your parole. I find you guilty of the rule violations. Mr. Roche?
Mr. Branson, I find you guilty of violating rule number 4A, a special condition number 13 of your parole supervision contract. Therefore, I'm going to revoke your supervision.
Mr.
Blanson, I'm gonna make a statement and then I'm gonna vote. I love hearing what you said about your great grandkids, and I just want you to listen. But you have to know that when you smoking marijuana, you are saying, I want to leave my grandkids. You was offered day reporting center. According to the case, you said no. So you were saying, I want to leave my great grandkids. You offered opportunity to go to substance abuse treatment. You said no. So you were saying, I want to leave my great grandkids. I'm just going to put that there, leave it there. My vote is to revoke too, for the reasons I already stated. Best wishes to you, sir.
All right, you have 3 votes to revoke your parole. Been revoked. Good luck to you.
Man, I don't know how y'all feel about that. I'm a little bit torn. Here's a man who's 65 years old. He gets out of prison. Now he signed a document. He said he's going to go to treatment. He said he's going to have to register. He said that he's going to do these things, and he didn't. But I just want to take other things into account. Was it during COVID? Was it difficult to do? Does he have even the ability to kind of think these things through and show up to treatment? And does he have the ability to understand? It's just like the overwhelming idea if you're in prison most of your life, which it seems that he was, and for an offense that wasn't against a woman or a child, it seems, in 1970. Like, how can, it could be he just doesn't have the ability to do those things. It could be too complex of a task, because he's never had to, he went all those years without having to make decisions, and it could just, that's a very real thing. I'm not, putting someone back in prison because they fail to do those things, I don't think that's the answer. I don't know what kind of support he has at home, but I would almost think that, can he get hand-holding to help him sign up to the classes and to help him understand or get to the classes? I don't know. It seems like a broken system in the merry-go-round, and it's not like he went out and smoking marijuana. Yeah, I get he's signed not to, but who cares? Who cares? If it was one thing if he was doing hard drugs or if he did any type of crime, but I don't like it. I personally, that's my opinion. All right. Love to hear yours in the comment section.